That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got a haircut specifically for this race. It was time, and last week it dawned on me because we were in this massive heat wave. It was literally terrible. Monday through Sunday, pretty much 90 plus degrees from 8 a.m. until the sun went down, with a feel of like at least 10 degrees higher. It was humid to the point where you couldn't breathe. It was just an all-around nightmare. I'm actually recording this intro again because the actual intro I did yesterday when I recorded the vlog got corrupted. So just enjoy it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I would walk outside and the camera lens would fog up. You couldn't breathe. On Sunday, I wanted to do 14. I got to 8 and I'm like, dude, this is terrible, and I just stopped. It had me questioning everything. There was also this weird correlation that I noticed stopped the exact moment the weather went back to normal. My stomach was just, like, it had this weird, lingering feeling of nausea at all times. I just did not feel right the entire week. It was so weird. I just didn't feel normal. It sucked my soul dry. And because I thought I was going crazy, I went to the one place on the internet where everything said is factual. Reddit. And they told me it's normal. Heat waves can fuck up your gastrointestinal system. And I love Reddit. Because where else are you going to go on the internet where every single person just happens to be a lawyer, a politician, a doctor, a human rights activist, and an expert on the crimes in the Middle East? Well, I guess maybe Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr if it still exists. Coming up on 2.5 right here, and the legs, they weren't feeling the best the first mile, but ever since then, they've actually felt pretty good, like sub 7 pace, which is rare. I was worried I was gonna feel awful this week. We might be okay, guys. We might be all right. Turning at 3.5 here. I think this is gonna be my longest run of the week up until the race. I'll be honest with you, I have no fucking clue how to do this. I have no clue how to taper for an ultra. So we're just winging it, doing things by feel, following our heart, Disney style. What the heck is happening to me? This is good. This is the shit you like to see on race week. There is an entity on my side right now because my legs do not move this well at 8 a.m. Ever. Some friendly woman on the bike just told me, wow, you're going as fast as I am, and I just don't get that anymore, man. That felt so good. But the universe is about to shut me down. It's like, you are way too happy right now, fool. Like, the rest of my week is about to be absolutely shit. Even yesterday, I was way too excited. Had myself doing core for the first time since January. Push-ups, pull-ups. I don't do that shit. Mile 6. One more mile to go. I had to take a little pit stop to commit a war crime in the woods there. That came out of nowhere. Good thing I always take toilet paper with me, but I've got a little less than a mile to go. Can't really walk straight right now. 7 miles there with a heavy negative split. 6:24 for that last mile. Uphill. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? But today, just got to go to work. And I just want to kind of show you what I'm going to be doing to sort of recover myself and sharpen my tools and prepare for this race. We're now less than a week out, so the nerves are starting to hit a little bit. They're creeping in. Not quite there yet. Give it a few more days, but it's gonna be one for the books this week. am heading to work right now. Very excited, as always. You know, gotta keep that roof over your head, pay the bills. We're all struggling to survive out here, but feeling pretty good right now. I mean, dude, once again, I don't mean to keep harping on the weather, but it's 73 degrees right now, and it just feels like a completely different world. I feel motivated again. I feel excited for the future. I feel like my aspirations are back. I can breathe. It's just great. I feel like people are just friendlier now. I feel like everybody was just on edge last week. All last week they decided, hey, we're gonna tear up a perfectly fine road, so you have to take an extra 10 minutes to get to work. I guess now it's really smooth, so that's kind of nice, I guess. I really need to get a stand for this camera. It's like sliding all over the place. You could probably imagine it. It's literally just, I have it sat on my dash and I'm just praying it doesn't slide to the side, because any sort of turn or sharp maneuver, not even a sharp maneuver, just a slight maneuver that's not straightforward is gonna move the camera out of frame. I lied. I fucking lied. They're doing construction still. Why are they still doing construction? How long does it take? In Japan, they would have this done overnight. Well, I'm glad I left a couple minutes early. I was literally walking through the town, getting B-roll shots for the video, just fucking about. Yeah, can't wait to sell shoes. Can't wait. Yeah, see, this car's like, fuck this shit. I'm getting out of here. Oh, hey, we're here. Walking in. 8 hours. It's the American dream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's up, boys?
Yo, how you doing?
Good. I feel like I'm a big mess right now. Fancy seeing you here. It looks like it's gonna be a slow day.
It is slow. I'm leaving at 1. Well, Maddie's coming in at 2.
There was no rhyme or reason for me wearing this morning, but I figured I'd share it with you. So, wore the Ghost Max for my run this morning, and I talked to Courtney, our Brooks rep, and she said I can share this, but she told me disclaimer. So, in parentheses here, this is subject to change, the dates, but the new Ghost Max 2 is going to be arriving on August 1st. And then, if you haven't heard of it yet, the Glycerin Max, not the Glycerin, the Glycerin Max is arriving on October 5th. So, I don't know if this is available online, but there you go. Do with that what you will. Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. I don't really know anything about the Glycerin Max other than the fact that it looks really cool. There was a photo of it online that was actually real. It was a prototype, so it might be changed a little bit, but I'll definitely be getting it just solely because of that, and also because I'm a big fan of the Glycerin and just Brooks in general. So maybe I'll get it for free, you know? Courtney, if you're watching this, hook us up. All right, story time, story time. I don't know why I'm in here again. I just feel like it's more intimate to talk about this in the changing room. But this actually happened a couple weeks ago, and I was meaning to tell you guys, and I just remembered I forgot to. So, you know, pro bike and run drama. I'm not going to name names here, but, you know, there's always that one coworker that just is trouble, total douchebag, drama every time they walk into a room. I've never met this person in my life, so here's some backstory. We have several other locations. If you're familiar with the Pittsburgh area, we have one here in Robinson, Monroeville, North Park, Grove City, the Strip District, and then South Hills. So I had this guy come in one time, and he was shopping for Hokas for his girlfriend or fiance or whatever. And he wasn't sure on her size or like what color she wanted and all that stuff, so he just guessed, which is fine. It happens occasionally. So I pull him a Hoka and a Bondi in like an 8.5, and he's like, all right, let's try it. And he buys them, takes them home, and apparently he returned them to another store a couple days later, like the next day. And the guy must have been pissed that their store got the return. It kind of looks bad on their numbers. So he like wrote a note to us towards me basically saying you need to learn how to fit people. So I'm pissed off. Like ego, like I'm not keeping it in check here. Like I'm pissed. Like this is the first time I've ever actually had an issue with a coworker. I'm like, I've been here for almost 2 years. I think I know how to fit people. It was just a really weird circumstance where I really didn't have any control over whether or not they returned it. Like I can't tell them, no, I'm not selling you the shoes, right? They bring them back to this store and there's like, I mean, Hoka's are expensive. It was like $300 worth of returns toward their store. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? The note he left was in like a transfer. I forget how it was, but like, yeah, so I opened this transfer as I'm like putting stuff in inventory or whatever. I was so mad, I actually wrote something back. I'm like, believe me, I know what I'm doing, buddy. So next time something like this happens to you, I want you to keep that same energy, right, punk? Other than that, I've never had any issues here. It's pretty chill. And this dude, all the bike guys, everybody here at the store was riled up because they hate this dude. And they like actually called him at the store and like explained the situation, just, keeping the peace. And this guy, this egomaniac had the nerve to say, well, if he would have just read in between the lines, he would have understood that I was just joking. Really? Of stretching right now. It's a very, very slow day. The rain, or the overcast, I guess, is definitely deterring people a little bit, but that's okay. I take advantage of these quieter moments. My hip flexors, especially my right one, is so sore right now, like sorer than usual. Let me see if I can get it to crack here. Oh, this hurts. It's not cracking. Normally I can get this to pop and like my whole leg just like shifts gear. And it's really loud. Here's a little segment I like to call, Now What Did Zach Have for Lunch? Starring me. I started off with some ground chicken and ground turkey tacos. Then I washed those down with some sugar cookies. Then I had a salad with tomatoes, ranch dressing, and croutons. Then I had a nectarine. Another shift in the bag. It got pretty busy for like 3 or 4 hours, and then the last hour and a half just completely dead. And my soul is sucked dry. So I'm just ready to go home, honestly, and feel like I'm doing something more with my life. I need more stimulation, man. Sometimes it's very easy to forget that we happen to have free will, baby. I had this compulsion all day to just come here and sit in the creek. I wish it was a little bit colder, but this feels nice on my legs regardless. It is pretty deep over here. Okay, where can I sit? Right here looks good. This is dangerous, but we're doing it. All right, there we go. I got it. I just can't believe it's race week, and I mean that in like a non-cringy way because, well, first off, I haven't raced since November. So how long ago was that? Like It's almost July. It's a freaking long time. This race is a big deal to me, and probably a bigger deal to me than most people racing this weekend. Not that it's not a big deal to them, but I mean, a couple months ago, I was really on the fringe of like really stepping away from the sport entirely. And I actually did for a couple months. I was like a professional walker. I was like just so burnt out and like frustrated with how everything had been. I make a lot of bad decisions. I get that, knowingly. And I also believe I had a pretty bad stroke of luck as well. I'm getting bit to shit right now. I just feel like I needed to do some things before I officially call it quits, which I probably never will until my knees go. I feel like I've never really amounted to anything in the sport. I've gotten into really good shape at times, but really my times don't really, add up. And it's always been like, not an insecurity. I'm not insecure about it, but like it really bothers me from a competitive point of view. Like I want to be good. I don't want to be a professional, but I want to be good. I want to feel like I have respectable times under my belt. And right now, I just came off a couple 100+ mile weeks. I never thought I was going to reach that again. Like, if you would have told me I'd be doing this now, back in like February or March or even April, I probably would have said, "You're a witch! You're full of it! You're a liar! Burn this bitch!" I somehow did it, and I am somehow healthy. And it's go time. I'm fucking nervous, man. Like, I keep thinking the worst is gonna happen. I keep thinking I'm gonna drop out, or I'm gonna get hurt, or whatever. I'm gonna disappoint you guys, because that's always so fucking embarrassing. But would you love me if I dropped out of the race? Tell me. I know I'm in shape to run 50 miles. I know I'm in shape to win. I know I'm in good enough shape to perform well. I have a good team on my back, a lot of friends and family coming to help crew and support. And I'm ready for that. I can't help but feel like I have a bit of imposter syndrome as well. I feel like I shouldn't be there. And it's not even like this race is a big deal in that regard. It's a bunch of casuals. We're all casuals there. We're not professionals. This is one of the rare times in my life I feel like I'm stepping up to a line, having done just about everything I could have. I've been stretching so much. Well, maybe I should have done more core, but I think I've done core one time in the last like 3 months. You get what I mean. I'm eating well. I'm taking good care of myself. I'm getting sufficient sleep. I'm sacrificing a lot. And I think I've earned my right to toe this line and, just perform and hopefully make a good video for you guys, because I've been thinking about that too. This is such a vibe, dude. Why don't I do this more often? We literally have free will. Think about that for a second. Like, you might hear me saying we have free will, but really think about it for a second. You can do whatever the hell you want, and it doesn't matter if someone looks at you like you're crazy. Maybe you are fucking crazy, but who gives a shit? There's actually people on the fucking bridge over there. I think they just saw me. Oh, but you see what I mean? Like, I'm not harming anybody. The salamanders and the whatever creatures that are in this creek, they're not bothered by me. We're vibing. What a freeing feeling. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's Tuesday evening. 6 a.m. start time on Sunday. I'm excited. Please like and subscribe. Bye.